Albert Bell never stood a chance against Abdullah Mason. They kept trying to hone in on his age. Oh, he's 33. He's an older guy. It wasn't the age. 33 is old in boxing, but it's like the beginning of old. Once you hit that 35, 36, now you're in a danger zone. But 33, you're still pretty fast, pretty athletic. You're still pretty good. And that's what Albert Bell looked like in the fight. He looked pretty damn good. He had a bunch of skill. This isn't a video to rip on him and act like he's trash. He had great countering ability, great pacing, great veteran moves, spinning the opponent. He did a lot of good things. And I'd never seen him fight before this fight. So I was like, wow, this dude really can box. He also knew how to get every inch out of his height on defense. So he knew how to use his height advantage. Even though he didn't have the reach advantage, he knew how to use his height to his advantage. But giving a man 15 days to prepare for a world champion should be illegal. Illegal. Boxing needs to be restructured. We don't want to see these fights where all you got to do is make it to the championship rounds and you know your guy's going to gas out because you didn't give him an optimal time to train. You got to train for a full camp, but the man that you're fighting didn't, and you're already one of the best in the world. Abdullah Mason is a phenomenal athlete, a good boxer. His strategy from round one, hitting the body. He threw a hard jab to the body, hard straight left to the body, hooks to the body, uppercuts, combination to the body. He destroyed this man's body. So the little bit of legs that Albert Bell came into the fight with, Abdullah took that from him. But before Albert lost those legs, he was winning rounds. He was making a rally, and he was setting up to potentially get an upset against Abdullah Mason. Now, there's a couple things that he did wrong, and I'll cover that in my next video. But the main thing that I want to focus on is that boxing needs to be altered. Instead of you finding one opponent, because I think they said Joe Cordino or somebody, Joe Blow, he dropped out of the fight. Whenever these championship fights are announced, or even if it's just you fighting a top level contender and they're trying to work their way up the ranks, all of the potential opponents should be notified at the same time that they could potentially be in that fight. So as soon as Joe Cordina or Joe Cortez, whatever, as soon as Joe was notified, everybody who could have potentially been the second guy should have been notified. So they all know to be training, like for a camp. And if it falls through, it falls through. But at least that way, when you show up, you can give the best showing of yourself. And that's also more healthy for the fighters. I see people say dumb stuff all the time on the internet. You got to stay ready. You got to stay ready. No, you got to stay ready. You got to stay ready. How the hell can you stay ready in top level shape, optimal condition, supreme physical condition year round? It's impossible. Because when you know how to train and you're actually a real athlete, it's about peaking at the right time. Roy Jones, at 50-something years old, was upset when Mike Tyson changed the date of their exhibition because he said it's about peaking at the right time. Y'all messing up my routine. It's about a plateau. A plateau. You go up, and then you have to go back down because you're a human being. But you see dummies on the internet. No, you just gotta stay ready. You gotta stay ready. That's not how the body works when you're dealing on a high level athletically. No, period. You could be an accountant. You could be an accountant. You do your best work at a certain time of the year, and then your ass gotta go on vacation. You can't be locked in year round. You know what happened to the accountants who do that? They go to the upper room. They be in the news all the time. Top level accountant, top level business trader. They work themselves to death. But Albert Bell never stood a chance on a 15-day notice to beat Abdullah Mason. They need to get rid of that. All they have to do is inform. It should be locked and loaded. This is the potential dude that we want to fight. If this falls through, these are the 4 potential guys. everybody has to be notified at the same time. If anybody is not notified that they could have been in that fight, they should not be able to fight. That way, if they don't prepare and give themselves a full camp, at least a month, it's their own fault. But you cannot be sending dudes out here with an incomplete camp. And another thing, we don't know how to judge Abdullah Mason. Yeah, he looked good, but you trained for a full camp. This guy didn't. You're supposed to win. You're supposed to knock him out. It really shouldn't have been as close as it was, because in the middle rounds, Bell was getting the best of Abdullah Mason because his height, his pacing, his countering ability, his patience, his slickness on defense. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Albert Bell never stood a chance. But if they rematch and he has a full camp, it is a 50-50 fight if he makes one adjustment. But I'll talk about that in my next video.